Have you ever slashed tires?
No.
You only bankrupt men?
Can we actually talk about the paping thing? Because people from your podcast DM me saying, thank you so much for allowing me to realize what I want to do with my life, and that like I made them realize that that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
Wait,
what
do they want to
do? Whoa. Who's the simp who sent that shit?
And I don't think I've ever had more papigs hit me up than after your podcast.
Oh, fuck.
So,
Rip. What the fuck? Yo, what the chat?
And also, like, that's literally their purpose. So
Like
L chat. L chat.
W chat.
Wait. Go deeper into that. What did you mean? That's literally their purpose.
Their purpose. They get off on being bankrupt.
Their purpose in life is to serve her and her pockets.
Yeah, and it looks like financial domination.
It's unethical.
Man, I'm telling you, if we would just.
We love that you guys. We love that you guys have been able to express yourself.
I meant.
Hold on. We love that you guys have been able to express yourself. We've been listening and respecting your opinions and all that stuff. We all have different opinions, and there is men or simps or pay pigs or whatever for each one of us. There's different different flavors for each person.
Okay.
Not everybody's going to have the same opinion, and we respect your opinion. You can have your pure virgin young woman wife or whatever you want. And you can have
low body count. I'm fine with a low body count.
You can have that. That's a beautiful thing for you.
Whatever. It's also like.
That's
and I think that's the best. I think it's also the best for society and for men.
Yeah, for you.
No, it's also the best. No, well, men will date necessitously. So out of necessity, they will accept a promiscuous woman or a high body count woman because they can't get better. Because they can't get better.
Yeah, like why can't we have opinions? But
I totally think you can have an opinion.
Yes, in my opinion, it's unethical to bankrupt men.
If they like it.
Yeah.
If they like
it. That's mental illness. That's unethical.
No,
it's a mental illness is unethical.
It's if a guy is willing to as some sort of sexual. Hold on. Stop.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my God, bro. Let me fucking finish a point, please. If a guy has a sexual fetish or a kink that is going to like manifestly make his life worse through bankruptcy, I think that that's mental illness, and I think that's you taking advantage of somebody, and it's clearly unethical and it's clearly immoral. If hold on, so if somebody who is mentally unhealthy asks you to delete them,
why is that how would I know?
But just because somebody asks you to do something doesn't mean that it's right.
A lot of times in that fetish, they say they're bankrupt and they're not.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And that's role playing.
There's a lot of safe, sane.
Oh my God! What are you fucking doing? Make a fucking.
It's okay. She made a mistake.
Would you say that about all kinks?
Well, I think that sometimes
kinks mental illnesses.
Sorry guys,
I think sometimes with
tilted.
OF,
I lost it.
And people doing OF, they lack accountability with their part that they do kind of contribute something to society. And I think that it's easy for you guys to be like, well, it's not my problem, but that's problematic because whether you want to admit it or not, you are contributing something to society.
Right. But okay, let's say someone has a kink of being
positive
like tied up, right? And I tie them up. And someone say, or getting whipped, right? And they start bleeding, right?
Right.
How is that my problem if they like it and they like, to get whipped or whatever, but I'm hitting them like...
Because you're exploiting their mental health.
How is that mental illness?
It's a fetish.
Because it's not normal.
Are not mental.
Kinks and fetishes are normal.
Hey, are you on your cell phone?
No.
Oh, okay.
It
looked like you were texting.
Maybe you guys don't know, but there's a huge world of like BDSM, FinDom, whatever.
It's like
and
therapy.
Then you might not know it, but it's very, very big.
I think it can
large.
be separated. I think in situations, I think it can go one to another, but I think people with specific kinks lead normal lives with healthy minds.
I think it's possible. Some of them don't have mental illnesses,
I think that
or it's a trauma response to what they used to go through.
A lot of people have needed to use kinks and fetishes as a form of therapy.
I think that sometimes if you take things to an extreme, it can illuminate if it's moral or if it's not moral.
I think so.
So back in the day, people believed in the divine right of conquest. And so they said, it is right for us to be able to do anything because God has willed it if we are capable of beating you. And so because of that, you had entire cultures destroyed, ripped apart, and crushed. And now, sometimes it was beneficial for society, sometimes it just destroyed a lot of lives. Mm-hmm. And I mean, so that's exactly what you saw in the 1940s when people were trying to take over the world and say that, there's only one race that is made in the image of God. And so therefore they believed they had the divine right of conquest. And so they were saying the exact same thing. Why is it my problem if you can't beat me in battle? And so I think we have a duty as humans to try and, I say as children of God, to try and make the world. We can't help the world that we were born into, but we can help the world that we leave behind. And so I think that if you are engaging in an activity that is abusing people, bankrupting people, making our society, the West, and I'm using the word liberal, small L, not big L, our liberal ideals that every single person has rights, every single person has meaning, and every single person has a purpose. If you are trying to destroy our ability to have that great culture by bankrupting people and by destroying them and by distracting them, I think you are detracting from society.
You said something very important. You said abuse. So abuse is never okay.
Yeah, never.
In BDSM,
it's
in power
so
exchange, in
us to
domination and submission, you have to negotiate all of the limitations and things like that. Anything outside of a limitation is abuse. And so that's very, very huge conversation in the BDSM community. Yes. So nobody ever goes over that point, over that limit. And if you do, it is mental manipulation, and then it gets to a point where it is dangerous, and there is an entire sub-community for support in that way. Then you get into DV and all that other stuff. There is connections all over the place. BDSM is not exempt from that, but it does not encompass that either.
Mm. Exactly.
And I wanted to say something. You brought up how some people use like kinks as a form of therapy, right? I just see it as like, why not just go to an actual therapist?
Some people do. I've heard stories of people have done therapy for 20 years and they found a dominatrix and it saved their life. Yeah, it saved their life. They came back from the ledge. So I've heard stories like that. I've helped people.
That's a guy who wants to fuck you. That's a guy who wants to sleep.
No, they don't.
No,
they
because
don't.
a lot of the time
That's
they don't
not
even
what it
sleep with
is.
each other.
That's not what it is at all.
Yeah.
You guys I don't think you guys know enough about.
I definitely do not know much about that.
And it's not like that at all.
But BDSM is not always that.
BDSM is half.
Yeah.
No.
It's not sex at all.
There's a Japanese like body art called.
One person speaking at a time, please. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I wanted to like get tied up. It's called like shibaru. It's like shibari. Yeah, it's a Japanese art form.
Costimes donated $207. Hey B and panel, have a great night. Bedtime for the old man of the audience. Ladies, stop the of now, if you can. You will be better in the long run. Develop skills now. Trust me, Dad.